ensure proper handling, this call may be recorded.
I'd be careful answering that call. It could be another Z Morning Zoo phone scam.
Z104.
Hello?
Good morning. I'm calling to speak to either parent in the home, please.
That's me. I'm Kelly. I'm the mom.
Good morning. My name is Dick Headley. I'm the head of the Planning Commission for schools. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So the reason I was calling is because now that we're quickly approaching back to school season, we've been calling parents directly to get their opinions on some of the ideas and options that we've created to get kids back to school in the fall. Do you have a few minutes for me to go over some of these ideas with you, kind of to get your opinion on some of them?
Yeah, sure. I was actually just talking to my husband about this yesterday, saying that we still hadn't heard anything, and I was kind of feeling a little bit in the dark.
Well, as you can imagine, we've been working very hard on different plans that we think will keep the students' best interest in mind. Now, what grade level will your child or children be attending when they return in the fall?
We've got one kid going into third grade, and then the other one is a rising fifth grader.
Okay, perfect. So let me go over the ideas we have this year for primary schools with you and then get your opinion then.
Okay.
All right. So would you be opposed to your children only attending school for 3 days a week instead of the normal 5?
I actually wouldn't.
All right. And now what if each of these 3 days was an extended school day that lasted approximately 12 hours?
Wait, how long?
12 hours. So they would get to school at 8 a.m. and the school day would end at 8 p.m.
Don't you think that's a little long for a school day for kids?
Little long for a school day. Okay, I'm writing this all down.
I mean, doesn't that sound a little bit long to you? I can't imagine.
I mean, maybe. I'm not really sure. I don't have kids. Now, another option would be for an at-home learning session each week. Are you opposed to having your kids learn from home?
No, I mean, not given the circumstances right now.
All right, great.
Sure.
Now, what about all of their classmates also learning from your home?
From my home or from their own home?
No, the entire class would be taught in your home. We're looking for volunteers.
That doesn't even make sense. I mean, why would everybody come to my house instead of just going to school? That's kind of putting the burden on the parents, isn't it?
Okay, so that's just a no on that one. How would you feel about an online educational curriculum?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think that would be fine. I mean, depending on the size of the class and, you know, who would be conducting it.
Well, really, it would just be your child, and then we would just basically have them watch a bunch of videos on YouTube. Mostly shows like the Paw Patrol, Bubble Guppies, that kind of thing.
Okay. Does that sound, how is that educational?
Well, Bubble Guppies is a really smart show. I mean, they sing about things like the weather and animals and feelings.
Okay, but that can't pass as standardized learning. That's something that they could hear in the summer.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, you're probably right.
I'm sorry, who did you say you were with? Are you working with the school board? Or
yes, ma'am. I'm on the Planning Commission.
And these are the best ideas you guys could come up with all this time?
Well, no, there are others. Now, for example, how would you feel about a normal 5-day school week, but all classrooms would be outdoors?
I mean, that sounds fine, right? But I mean, in December, when the children are going to freeze to death, how is that any better?
Well, you know, you really think it'll be that cold? I mean, it's been really hot lately, 100, 101.
Oh, it's July, so it's going to be 100 degrees in December. Is that what you guys are expecting? I don't understand.
All right. So, okay. All right. I got it. We'll scratch that one then. What about a system where we would give the students a sample standardized test at the beginning of the school year and then tell them they have 3 months to Google everything they don't know. Then at the end of the semester, we would give them the same test and any student who passes would get credit.
So you would give them the test, tell them to Google the answers, and then give them a different test?
No, we would give them the same test.
Well, that just sounds like cheating. I heard that you're just basically educating them to look things up.
Now, isn't that essentially what learning is all about?
Googling test answers so you can cheat? No. Are these seriously the best ideas that people can come up with?
Now, here's an idea you might like. How about one where some of the students attend an overnight school? I have one about classes just being done through something called TikTok. I don't know what that is. And here's a scenario where all the kids would wear astronaut-type helmets. We have a lot of ideas going on right now. We have a lot of irons in the fire.
This is insane. I'm sorry, but you better come up with something that's actually workable. With these ideas that you're coming up with, I'm starting to feel more and more like my kids are going to end up going somewhere else this year.
Could you look into that? Because that would help us out so much.
What? No, are you kidding me? Are you telling me that you want me to look up what other districts are doing and then telling you how you should do your job? I'm sorry, but I'm a parent. I'm not an educator. You're putting way too much on us.
We do have a fallback plan in case none of these plans are acceptable. It's called the Z104 plan. Now, have you heard of that one?
No, I haven't heard of the Z104 plan.
All right, so what it basically involves is instead of going to school, your kids would just listen to that radio station Z104 all day, especially in the morning when they prank call people and put them on the radio, like you, for example.
You are so mean. That is terrible.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
Listen, Cal, this is all fake. Your husband asked us to phone scam you.
Oh, my God. Because he knows I've been, freaking out. Oh, my gosh, what's happening? What are we going to do?
You didn't like any of our ideas?
Your ideas were insane.